friends, welcome to another episode on A to Z Home and Garden with your Kalyan. Thank you for your support, and in this episode I will be covering about weed control, and if you are liking my videos, please do like, share and subscribe. So let's first here are some of the weeds that I found in our neighborhood during this time of the year. Now let's talk about weed control. So first let's understand the types of weeds. There are primarily two types of weeds. One is the annual and one is perennial. The perennials are the ones that have a deep root system and last across 2 to 3 seasons, and these are the most hardest ones to control. And some of the perennials are, for example, are Dallas grass, Quaker grass and nutsedge. These are a few examples. And to control perennial weeds, you need special weed killers. For that, they are listed weed killers, and they can get very expensive. And the annual weeds are nothing but the seeds that have been left from your past season, waiting to sprout when the temperature is when they attain the right temperature. So these are the two types of weeds. So the way you control them is two ways. One is the pre-emergent, by applying a pre-emergent and a post-emergent. So we are not going to talk more about pre-emergent, because pre-emergent is something you apply when the temperature, when the soil temperature hits 55 degrees, and once in the fall when the soil temperature goes below 70 degrees. So I've in the description below I've shared a link to how to a website that monitors your soil temperature. And if you can remember, anywhere in Feb 15th is when you apply the first treatment of pre-emergent, and October 15th is another time you apply pre-emergent. So we are not going to talk about pre-emergent a lot because that part is gone. The soil is already at 74 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's talk about post-emergent. So post-emergent is there are two types you can use. One is the granular kind and one is the spray kind. And make sure, the one thing that you have to make sure is when you choose the herbicide, you have to make sure that the type of weed that you're trying to control is listed on the label. How do you know what weed you have? It's very easy. I use Google Lenses, and it's worked 90% of the time for me. Google Lenses is not 100% right all the time, but that's what worked for me. And I make sure that the weed is listed on the label of the herbicide that I'm going to purchase. But I'm not here to promote any product, but I will tell you personally what worked for me. This is the Bayer Bio Advanced Lawn weed killer with crabgrass killer, and this has worked very well. And this can be broadcasted in two ways. So one way is you could do a spot treatment by mixing 3.2 ounces or 4 ounces per gallon. Do not mix more than that. That is going to kill your grass as well. So it is easy to overdo. some people think more is better, but not in case of herbicides. That is going to kill your lawn. Make sure the herbicide is good for your grass as well. So the grass that most of us have in this neighborhood is TIF 419 Bermuda, and that's a very southern grass. That is a hybrid grass, and it doesn't come in a seed. There's no seed for this grass. It's all you have to get is sod patches to replace it. And the closest, there is Bermuda seed grass that matches very close to it. It wouldn't be 100% that, but 100% of what you have if you get the seed. So if you have any bare spots, I would say you have to do a spot treatment. Do a topsoil and replace it with sod. You go to any big box store and you get the sod and replace it. That is one way. And another way is the granular kind. So the granular kind is more effective because it stays in the soil and it systemically decimates the weed. So for some people, they have too much weed population, and what that has done is it has actually killed your underlying grass as well. Literally, devastated your lawn. So in that case, what I would recommend, you use a spray and take care of the the spray starts working within 24 hours. You would see the weeds dying. And before you think about reseeding the lawn or putting your sod back on the lawn where you have once your weed has died, you will have bare spots, and those bare spots look very ugly. So you might want to consider either reseeding your lawn with the Bermuda grass or Bermuda grass seed, or resodding it. Apply a layer of topsoil and resod your lawn in those places. And yeah, that's about the lawn care that you need. And but make sure, the one thing I've seen people time and time go wrong is they do not read the label, and they bring a weed and grass killer and spray it, and it kills the entire grass. And that mistake, and once you have done that mistake, there's no looking back. Your grass is gone. You cannot revive that grass no matter what you do. So be very careful when you read the label. That is one suggestion that I'm going to give. And another suggestion is, do not apply weed and feed at the same time. That is one recommendation I got from a very senior lawn expert, and I follow it to the T, and I've got very good results that way. You want to kill the weeds first and then take care of feeding the lawn later. And so if you are going to reseed the lawn, do not use the granules, use the spray, and take care of the weeds first, and wait for at least a week, and water the lawn after 1 or 2 days, and wait for at least 1 week for the concentration of the herbicide to decrease, and then go for the reseeding or resodding your lawn. So that's about it. That's about the care that you need to take for your lawn to kill all the weeds. If you want, once you hit October 15th, I would say add a pre-emergent. You could apply, so that way you don't have grassy weeds that come up and in the fall season, and that would also help you get rid of some of the weeds that come in the spring as well. So see, the weed killing is not a battle that you can win, but over time you can get a headway and reduce the concentration of weeds in your lawn. That's all you can do. So if you do not want to go through the hassle of mixing the concentrate in a gallon sprayer, then I would say go for a hose end sprayer. Those hose end sprayers are much easy to use because they have been engineered to put out only a certain amount of herbicide and the rate of the water flow and the herbicide has been already calculated into that container. And please do not use these herbicides anywhere close to your garden, vegetable garden, because these are chemicals. And also when using a sprayer, make sure you use it on a day that is not windy, and use a mask please, because these sprays, I mean herbicides, are notorious to cause cancers, I mean especially lymph node cancers. So keep that in mind, and please take all precautions when you handle herbicides. I am mixing this for a spot treatment. It says on the label it says 3.2 ounce per every 500 square foot per gallon. So I'm going to mix a gallon, and I'm not going to worry about how much square foot I'm going to cover, because I'm going to do a spot treatment. So the 3.2 ounce per gallon would be close to 6.4 tablespoons. So here I'm going. It comes. I think it comes in a red dye here. It's not. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.4. So that's almost 7. So yeah. So you just put it in there and fill it to the gallon mark, and you start your spot treatment. So once you have got your chemical in there, herbicide, so just go ahead and fill it to the gallon mark. And make sure you get to the gallon mark, stop it there, and all you have to do now is some herbicides, they call for a surfactant, but this one did not. The instructions are right here. I mean, if you take, yeah, you open it and read. I mean, the instructions did not call for a surfactant, so I don't have to add any surfactant. So I'm just going to use it as is. So yeah, that's all you do. I mean, you just put it in the sprayer, give it a few pumps, and if you want to do a spot treatment, as you can see, this area is teeming with weeds. So all you do is just give your pump a few pumps, spray a few pumps, and see, that is all you do. I mean, this area is teeming with weeds because I did not do a pre-emergent treatment here. I've been a little lazy during the winter and this spring, so I have a decent sized backyard, and for me to do a spot treatment for all the weeds, I mean, it hardly takes me half an hour. So this is the only thing I do. I don't put any I like the granules, but I do spot treatment has worked much better for me. Hope you like my video. So if it was informative, please do share with your friends, like it, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in another episode. Thank you.